I feel like I need a change. Maybe I'm having a midlife crisis. Maybe I'm just bored. For all of my adult life, I've been married, raising kids and working part-time, all according to plan. But now the kids are teenagers, and soon they'll be off to college. What's the plan from here on out? You know, standing there watching me doesn't help. Maybe I should run away and be a rock star. Nah, I'm too old. But I like the idea of becoming some sort of artist. I'm thinking documentary filmmaker. I mean, I own a video camera, and I love watching TV. Plus, how cool would it be to tell people at parties, I make documentaries? Anyway, you have to start somewhere, so I'm off to Maine for a week, to a workshop where I'll learn interview techniques from a CBS News producer. I wonder if she knows Katie Couric. I wonder if she knows where to get a good lobster roll. I'm going to summer camp in Maine, 1 week, all by myself. Oh my gosh, 1 week, all by myself? Would this be the next step in self-discovery, or just a lonely week in a crappy motel? 2 tiny commuter planes and a van ride later, I was in Rockport at the Maine International Film Workshops, ready for my class, Art of the Interview, which was being taught by a smart woman who knows people.
Working at CBS News is a very heady place to be. It's a very heady job. You work with the best and the brightest. You can call up anybody on the telephone and say, Sunday morning would like to come do a story about you, or if you work at 60 Minutes would like to come do anybody. I mean, I can pick up the phone and call anybody.
Think she'd pick up the phone and call Katie Couric for me? Yeah, I really wanted to impress Judy, but I also really wanted a lobster roll. Today was a pretty good day. I got a lobster roll. It's only my first day. I found someone to drive me. Who knew? I met this super friendly, artsy woman in my class. Her name's Carol, and after class it turned out her and her partner Meredith were headed to Reds, and I got to go out with a couple of lesbian artist hipsters from New York City. I'm hoping their edgy hipsterness rubs off on me. I made quite a first impression on them, too.
I thought you were very quiet, and you were quiet, and I thought you were very conventional and kind of serious.
She thought I was boring, but she also must have thought there was hope for me, because the next day she wanted to be my partner for our project, conducting a live morning show-style interview with the workshop's founder, David Lyman. Our piece today is on career change. David, you talk a lot about making mistakes and how that's a key factor in tackling change. How does a person handle the fear involved with making a mistake?
Well, first, I don't call them mistakes. Other people call them mistakes because they've been trained to do the thing right, whereas creative people, they just do things to find out what's a better way to do it. They're innovative. They're coming up with new ways to do stuff, not just doing what's expected. As far as career changes go, there's a lot of changes we go through naturally in our life, becoming an adolescent, becoming an adult, becoming a parent, becoming middle-aged, going through your middle-age crunch, buying a red sports car, which some of my friends have done. I just went off sailing for years.
I don't think he's answering the question. How do I interrupt him? How do I redirect? What would Katie Couric do? Has my happy time come to an end? Today was my birthday, and it's like, I don't know, it's 8 o'clock at night, and my husband still has not called me, all right? I mean, I don't know what time zone he's in, first of all. Second of all, I got this crappy critique on my interview with David Lyman. Judy said that I seemed very nervous and that my interview didn't have a focus, and I don't know. Carol said that Judy said something nice too, but who remembers the good stuff when the buzzing is in your ears on the bad stuff? So I don't know. I guess I've had worse birthdays, at least here I'm in Maine, and nobody knows my birthday, so nobody knows that they should not forget it. We'd only been there 3 days, but there was so much work and so much pleasant conversation, it felt like 3 weeks. Today's assignment, man-on-the-street interviews with whoever was seated to our left.
Taking classes here. Hi there.
Hi,
What's your name?
I'm Oliver.
Oliver, what are you doing here?
I'm sitting on the bench talking to you.
Have you been here for a
As I
little while?
watched Carol
at the
struggle
workshop?
with her interview with Oliver,
Yeah, I've
I
been
felt
here a couple
nervous.
of weeks.
Was there a way I could make my mark with this
So that's
interview?
more like 3 months.
Now, we've been told that a lot of the teachings up here, it's all about telling a story, is that right?
Yep.
And what is the story that you would like to tell?
Well, I'd like to tell a story eventually when I leave, but I'm just here kind of to learn. And I was hoping this week would sort of be a life-changing thing. I came here to have an affair and to learn a lot about interviewing. And I've learned a lot on the second one.
Right, well, that's an interesting story there
Yeah.
about trying to meet other fellow students. Are you married?
I am.
Right, that's interesting. Hopefully a successful marriage.
Well, I'm looking to have an affair, so, you know. You have a beautiful accent.
Well, thank you.
Yes, where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Yes,
Yes.
okay. Are you single?
Yes, we'll get into that a little bit later.
Your cameraman's adorable also.
But please let us concentrate a little bit more on the wonderful things that you're learning here.
When they were showing our interview during critique, Oliver, he turned bright red, and he just wouldn't look over at me at all. But who cares, because Judy said I was funny and really good on camera, and I'm feeling that it really doesn't get any better than this, to come to Maine, eat a lobster roll, and have someone from CBS News tell you you're good on camera. So maybe she'll run into Katie Couric in the hall and remember me. Turns out I got a date, too. Dinner out with Carol and Meredith. Our destination, the A1 Diner, famous for biscuits and anything deep-fried. We had fun. We shared stories. We shared pudding. For the next 2 days, Carol and I did lots more talking and eating as we worked on our final project. Then it was time for goodbyes. Judy gave me words of encouragement, but claimed she'd never met Katie Couric. Still, it was a good week. I felt inspired. I met new friends and was definitely a step closer in my quest for self-discovery. In fact, I wasn't really ready to go home. And Carol didn't think I was ready either.
There, take her.
Get her in there!
Throw her in the car. Get her in there.
Push your head down!
Iggy wants in.